Hello guys, welcome again to another BTC update. I hope you're doing great today. We have another BTC update for all of you, so please stick around till the end of the video because I will be sharing a lot of information for you. Obviously, like, share, and subscribe. Make this channel grow. I will appreciate it a lot if you can do that for me. Anyways, let's get started because there's a lot of things that we need to talk about for BTC right now. So there's a lot of sentiments, there's a lot of speculation, there's a lot of talks about 53,000, there's a lot of talks about 31,000, there's a talks about 20,000. So there's a lot of things going on in the space right now and no one's really sure where this is going. We're going to try our best to try to identify at least the points of validation and invalidation for each scenario. And at the end of the video, I'll probably tell you my personal opinion, which is very clear if you follow me on Twitter. But for now, let's get started first of all with the daily time frame. I will be analyzing the micro time frames, but I want to just go through the macros quickly with you all. So I'm going to flip to the weekly first. This is the weekly BTC chart. Obviously, you're going to flip on the volume just to, see what's happening with Bitcoin. So as you can see, BTC was increasing on the weekly right here. And obviously we had a divergence between it and volume. You can see decreasing volume, increasing price, and then the price couldn't really hold anymore, and then it dropped. So obviously there's a couple of bad things that are happening now for BTC. So first of all, if you pop up the weekly EMAs, you are still bearish and you're still under the weekly EMAs. You got rejected exactly at the 18 EMA on this current pump that happened around 42,800, which was something that I was expecting. I told this to my Discord about this type of rejection. I also posted it on Twitter. I had three scenarios where basically one of them was a rejection here, one of them was a rejection around here, and the other one was just a slight drop. The most likely scenario in our previous video, which I also talked about, was this one right here, where you got rejected and then you start to gradually descend towards those lower levels that we spoke about. So first of all, yeah, weekly not looking too good, even though I was expecting a nice bull trap. As you can see here, your stochastic RSI got rejected over the 80 level. Now the only way this is gonna start bouncing up and give us 53k or 50k or 51k is if we have something similar to this, where BTC kind of bounces from a specific area. Now keep in mind, this is different than where we are right now, because around September you are bullish on the monthly, whereas right now your monthly time frame is still bearish. Your stochastic RSI is still below the 20 level, your squeeze indicator is still green, it's still curving down. So all in all, the monthly is still not bullish. Okay, so that's there are obviously positive news. Not everything is very bad here in the analysis, but I'm just going to give you the long-term outlook and the short-term outlook for BTC. Now the 3-day chart as well is doing the same thing right now. As you can see, we are bearish under the 3-day EMAs. We got rejected again next to the 30 EMA on the 3-day time frame, which is equivalent to the weekly 18 EMA. And obviously your squeeze is green, your stochastic RSI faked out and is going lower. So in my personal opinion, this is heading down, especially that we are near May. Now, on the micro time frames, like the 4-hour, the 6-hour, even the daily compared to the 3-day and the weekly, you can expect chip chops or slight up, slight down. But generally speaking, I still think the direction of May would be down. Now, towards what area? Some people are speculating that in May we'll probably see 20k regions. I really don't think so. I think we'll probably see around 31.5k, 30k tops. And I think it will hold. And I have my opinion, obviously, about the macro analysis, but I will tell you at the end of the video. For now, I'm suspecting by May, I cannot be very sure, but during the month of May, we will see low 30s again. That's my personal opinion. So, and obviously, I'm using the charts as well to try to, formulate this opinion. Now, the daily time frame is also bearish as well. As you can see, I'm just going to show you right here. If I'm going to pop up my EMAs, you can see you are still bearish on the daily EMAs. So on the micro time frames, on the 4-hour, which are gearing up for a nice move to the upside, if you go towards 41,900 or even 42,000, don't get very hyped. Oh, we're breaking out, we're going to the moon, because I personally believe rejection, drop, rejection, drop, rejection, drop, till you finally drop and finalize. Now, the only way we can have a sigh of relief and anticipate a higher lower high, because finally this is going to be a lower high no matter where it goes. So this is your previous high, and anything below that, anything below 48,000 will be a lower high. So in order for us to have at least that lower high, around, I don't know, 44.5, 45K, even $46,000, right? If the bullish momentum is strong enough, we need to break above the daily EMAs. We need to close 2 daily candles at least above the EMAs, currently sitting in around 42K. If BTC is able to do that, if it manages to close two to three consecutive daily candles above the daily EMAs, then most likely you will see a lower high, higher than the previous one, so higher than 43K, so maybe 44.5 or 46 even. But that's it. I don't see this going to 50K during this time, during May. I have my reasons. There's a lot of reasons out there, obviously, but May is usually a bad month for everything, not only crypto. So it's quarterly close as well. So all in all, I'm not, in May, sell, go away and sell. So that is it for the daily, for the 3-day, and for the weekly. I obviously have my micro analysis as well that I'm going to be talking about. Now, the targets that I've chosen are obviously have different, I chose them based on different things. But one of the major things that I use is basically you have a pattern formation here happening, which is actually a triangle. I like the channels more, by the way, but you could use them either way. So you have some type of a descending triangle right here. I'm just going to show you very quickly how it looks. And something similar to this. So you are in a descending triangle. Now the bad thing is on the daily time frame, you broke below support already of the descending triangle and you got rejected already. So that's pretty bad. And the technical target of these descending triangles, conservatively speaking, from the breakout, as you can see right here, if you pull it, let's say we break out around where we are right now, it's around 31.5K. And if you take that to the upside, it's around 53 to 54K. So that's where my targets came from. It's obviously not this. I'm not really a pattern trader. I don't like them. They make you too biased in trading, but I use them with everything else that I have in my tools. So yeah, that's what I see right now. Obviously for the micro time frames, like the 4 hour, the 4, the 6, I mean, all of them are still, so there's no, like the 6 hour just entered into bearish territory. Your MACD just crossed bearish. Your 8 hour is about to cross bearish. Your stochastic is dropping. You are in a downtrend. Your 12 hour, which is pretty important as well, as it is in a downtrend as well. If this is gonna cross bearish as well, the 12 hour, that's pretty your confirmation that this is heading more downwards, and then you're not gonna see more upside. You're not gonna see a lower high, lower than 48. So most likely your 43K was your lower high. Now, one thing I want to point out is I want you to look at this part of the chart right here, which was last year, 2021. Obviously, this is your peak around $64,000 in April 13, and then around so from 21st of April all the way to 9th of May, you had a lower high and then you dropped. So this is something like this would be the best case scenario for Bitcoin. Will the market give us this best case scenario? I'm really doubtful. I hope so. Honestly, I really, really hope I'm wrong. I really hope we do go up more, because currently I don't see it. I don't see 46. I don't see 44. If things change in the charts, if stochastics get some bounces here and there on the weekly or on the 3-day, especially the 3-day, by the way. So the 3-day still hasn't entered that bearish territory, and it is about to. So your MACD has crossed bearish and your stochastic is pointing downwards and is going to cross 20 level. So if this is, if we have some type of bounce here and there on the 3-day or the weekly, then maybe we could go to those 48K region, 46 to 45 to 44K. But I'm really, really doubtful. Another reason that I'm very doubtful that this will happen is because we had so many drops. Like, this range has been tested so much. So the bears shorted the top already. The bulls are longing the bottom already. I really don't think the market will give us more profits in this. So the market is bound to choose a direction. It's bound to liquidate either the bears or the bulls, basically. Once you're at the top, obviously you're a bear, you short the top, and once you're at the bottom, obviously you turn to a bull and you long the bottom. Now currently, obviously, many traders will long the bottom, but it's very risky right now. So you could have longed since 16 January and you would have made a lot of money, but right now we're in 19 April. So to long the bottom right now is very risky. I would rather wait for a proper confirmation of break to the upside. So I'll probably wait for daily closes to enter a small long, maybe to like 44 or something. But buying spot, entering full in right now in the market is very risky. Either wait a confirmation of a breakup or a breakdown to take your decisions accordingly, whether you're gonna buy or sell or long or short or whatever the case is. So that is my analysis for BTC. That is what I'm seeing right now for BTC. On the micro time frames, like I said, you can chip chop a lot, but eventually this is heading down in my personal opinion. Now there is, like I said at the beginning of the video, there are some good news, there are some bad news. The bad news obviously are here, we're talking about them. The good news is 53,000 is not really out of the question. It's not out of the like it's still possible. It's still a possibility in my personal opinion. And by the way, this is just my personal opinion. I'm not very good at macro analysis, but I'm trying to learn more. I'm trying to learn more about GAN. I'm trying to learn more. I'm a trader by nature, so I trade micro time frames. I don't really analyze macro time frames, but I'm trying my best. And till now, it's working pretty good. So I've been analyzing micros and hitting targets pretty well. So with that said, I believe, in my personal opinion, that in May, right, we will dump towards around 31,500. I think it will be a descent towards 31,500, maybe even less, slightly less, maybe 30, 28 wick, whatever. But that's pretty much it, I think. I don't think we head lower than that. And I think this because the market wants to give, you confidence that this is support area. Now, after that, we might have a nice upside from 30,000 to around, I dare say, 53,000. We might, if the conditions are right, if the indicators are showing it. If not, we might have an upside towards our previous lows. So towards around 40, our previous lows, yes. So around 42, 43, 40K tops from that 30. And then after that rally to the upside. So I still believe we still have one more. Now, I don't want to call it an alt season because alts are dead. But if you buy at the bottom, you can capitalize on an alt season, on a temporary alt season, like many have been doing here. Like in my Discord, our members bought around 33K and around 40K, and hopefully they capitalize because I put some updates to take out some money around 46,000. So that's basically, you're playing the waves. So there will be an alt season still, in my personal opinion. But after that alt season, nearing end of year, I really suggest everybody, just steps aside. I know many people will be calling for 100K at the end of the year. I know many, especially for around 53, by the way. That would be so much painful. But I believe there will be around the 50% to 60% crash around that time, around end of year. And I really suggest you step aside when that happens, and I really suggest you buy the crash when it happens. That's my 2 suggestions, my 2 cents. And that's my macro analysis prediction for the end of this year's. After that, probably we will start our bull run. But again, I'm not very good at macros. I don't like macros because they're all based on speculation and guesses. There's no real data behind them. All of the indicators you use to analyze the macro timeframes are lagging. They are lagging already, so you're making them lag even more. So micro, let's stick to the micros, take it step by step, level by level. For now, this is what I see. One last thing to note is confirmation, obviously, of the daily scenario of, at least a lower high being made, lower than 48K, has been given to you guys. Now, what about the bear scenario? Well, obviously, there's a monthly close coming up, and I believe, so this is your monthly right here. Excuse my charts, I really don't want to hide anything here. So this is the monthly. And you can see here, we're really not closing monthly candles under this EMA, under this orange EMA. If we close a monthly under this orange EMA, so most likely the monthly will be around, let's say, a close under 38,000. That will be your signal that 31K is coming next. Now, one more thing to notice on the monthly time frame, if I remove this EMA, this 20, I'm just going to show you here this is looking so bad. Even though these are not very important EMAs, the 5 and the 10 EMA, but they are the 5 and the 10 EMA on the monthly time frame. And as you can see, they have been holding us throughout the bull run. And every time BTC drops in the bull run, that 10 EMA is like a support. We don't really close monthly candles under that 10 EMA. Right now, the monthly 5 and the monthly 10 EMA are apparently, or I would dare say, confirmed bearish cross. So like I said, there's rough times ahead for BTC. Don't panic though. I think BTC and crypto are still the future. I think there's a long way to go with this. Just be smart. Don't buy green candles, buy red candles. And just remember, bear markets is where people make money. That's when you get rich basically, not in bull markets. Anyways, guys, that is it for the update today. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, and subscribe. Obviously, it will help the channel a lot. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description below. I post a lot of materials right there. And if you want to inquire about my paid private Discord, my private Telegram is also in the link in the description below. So thank you again for watching the video. Enjoy your weeks and your weekends, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.